What's up everybody, welcome to RetroGameCrunch. Welcome to the weekly dive, where we're going to dive into one game a week. It's going to be featured from my collection, so it could be one of these games, could be one of those games, could be a game from there, or there. That's right, we're going to dive into some gameplay footage, we're going to go over some facts, some opinions, what my thoughts are of the game, in case you're interested in adding it to your collection. This is just going to be a general overview of each game. So after we talk a little bit about the game, I'm going to come back with my opinions on the game. That way you can get a little bit more information on my thoughts and see if it's something that you want to add to your collection. Today we're diving into the world of The Godfather II on the Xbox 360. Released in 2009, this action-adventure title takes players back into the gritty world of organized crime, building on the story from the iconic Godfather films. But this time, we're taking control of a new character, Dominique, a rising enforcer in the Corleone family. So grab your cigars, your finest suits, and let's get into it. The Godfather II is set in the 1950s, several years after the events of The Godfather and The Godfather Part II films. This game is a mix of both action-packed gameplay and strategic empire-building mechanics. You play as Dominique, a new character who's tasked with taking overall territories and building the Corleone family's criminal empire. Along the way, you'll deal with betrayals, rival families, and the dark world of mafia politics. We start off in New York, but soon enough, we'll be traveling to Miami and Havana, where we'll get to experience a variety of atmospheres, missions, and challenges. Let's get into the details of what makes this game tick. One of the standout features of The Godfather II is its open-world design. New York, Miami, and Havana feel alive with NPCs walking the streets, cars driving by, and a sense of freedom as you navigate the world. You'll spend a lot of time building and managing your criminal empire. The game's empire-building mechanic is at the heart of the experience. Taking over businesses, such as bars, nightclubs, and warehouses, is how you generate income and grow your territory. It's about expanding your influence and protecting your turf from rival families. The Dawn's View strategic map allows you to control all of this, assigning soldiers, planning attacks, and defending your empire. Combat in The Godfather II is satisfying, whether you're knocking enemies out with your fist or taking them down with firearms. The game offers both melee combat and shooting mechanics. You can engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat, use cover during shootouts, and even perform executions with objects in the environment. And for those who prefer a sneakier approach, stealth kills allow you to eliminate enemies without causing a scene. There's even a clothesline attack that's incredibly satisfying to pull off. For those big gunfights, you can grab a variety of weapons from pistols to shotguns, machine guns, and grenades, really bringing that mafia action to life. As you rise in power, you'll have to deal with rival crime families. They're all competing for control over territories, and they'll constantly be vying for your empire. These families don't just sit idly by. They actively work to take over your businesses, making it essential to plan your defense and attacks carefully. It's all about balance. Should you launch a full assault, or is it better to weaken their operations from within through sabotage? The AI-controlled families will challenge you every step of the way, making each mission feel fresh and strategic. Your rise to power isn't just about taking over rival families. It's about managing your own crew and keeping them loyal. Loyalty is a key mechanic in the game. You'll recruit various crew members like enforcers, thieves, and safecrackers, each with unique abilities. You can promote or demote your underlings based on their performance, but betrayal is a real threat. If a family member turns rogue, you can choose to deal with them harshly, eliminate them, or show mercy. Managing loyalty and trust is a constant balance act, and it's crucial to maintain discipline within your ranks if you want to succeed. Sometimes, the best way to take down a rival is to infiltrate their operation. The Godfather II features heist missions where you'll have to sneak into enemy businesses, sabotage their operations, or plant bombs, all while avoiding detection from enemies or law enforcement. These missions add a variety to the gameplay, encouraging players to use stealth and strategy instead of going in guns blazing. There's a real sense of satisfaction in careful planning out of a heist and watching it unfold with precision. One of the cool features of The Godfather II is its multiplayer. You can team up with a friend in co-op missions, expanding your empire together. This opens up new ways to play as you and your partner can strategize and execute missions in tandem. But it doesn't stop there. There's also a competitive multiplayer mode where you fight against rival families for control over territories. Whether you prefer working together or battling it out, there's a lot of replayability here. The story in Godfather II takes you through Dominique's journey from a low-level soldier to a powerful figure in the Corleone family. As you take control of more territory and eliminate your rivals, you'll uncover a web of betrayal within your own family. There's a great focus on the moral dilemmas that come with power. Dominique's decisions will shape his rise and the fate of the Corleones. In the end, the game asks tough questions. Will Dominique remain loyal to Michael Corleone, or will he seek control for himself? The moral choices you make will impact the outcome of the game, allowing for multiple endings based on your decisions. The game's graphics, while not groundbreaking by today's standards, are solid for its time. The environments are detailed, and each city feels authentic to the 1950s mafia world. The soundtrack features the iconic music from the Godfather films, enhancing the atmosphere and immersing you in the world of organized crime. The voice acting, including Al Pacino's return as Michael Corleone, gives the game an extra layer of authenticity, though the lack of original film actors may be a turnoff for some fans. The Godfather II received mixed reviews from critics, with praise for its open-world design, empire-building mechanics, and strategic elements. However, some felt that the combat was repetitive, and the story didn't live up to the iconic films. While not as beloved as its predecessor, the game still has a cult following among fans who appreciate its unique take on the mafia genre. In conclusion, The Godfather II is a game that blends action, strategy, and the intrigue of the mafia world. The open-world gameplay, empire-building mechanics, and dynamic rival families provide a unique experience for fans of the franchise. If you're a fan of the Godfather films or just enjoy open-world action games with a strategic twist, this game offers a solid, though sometimes flawed, experience. So if you're ready to rise through the ranks and control a mafia empire, grab your controller because The Godfather II is waiting for you to make your move. Let me know in the comments what you think about The Godfather II. Do you think it lives up to the original, or does it fall short? Until next time, keep your enemies close. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay footage and the extra commentary, and just gave you a little bit more information about this game in case it's one that you're interested in picking up. As you can see, The Godfather 2 kind of follows along the storylines of the movies, as well as draws influences from the Grand Theft Auto franchise. During my playthrough of this game, I could see a lot of similarities to the Grand Theft Auto franchise, and the abilities to go from story to story, and the missions that you're tasked to do, just really draw some influence from the Grand Theft Auto franchise and those different games. One of the key features that differentiates this game from the Grand Theft Auto series is the ability to add different characters and members to your family. Overall, you get to choose who you want to decide to add and what abilities you want to have as part of your family. This allows you to control different situations and different scenarios and the way that you play the game through, and probably changes the ending depending on what route you decide to take. This game offers a great variety of weapons as well as abilities, and the route that you decide to take with your character is going to depend on the story and how you want to play it through. For that, I think there's a good replayability value in this game, so I'd highly recommend you pick up The Godfather 2. And I haven't played the first one, so it's a game that I may actually pick up now that I've played the second one a little bit. It's a game that I may pick up and try as well. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Leave me a comment below about a future game that you'd like me to cover. If I've got it in my collection, I'm more than happy to cover it for you, give you a little gameplay footage, add a little bit of facts and opinion on it, and we'll cover it on the channel. Until next time, happy gaming!